Hello and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. We are going to talk about the Final Fantasy VII Remake and something a bit of what's causing, I would say, mixed emotions and mixed feelings. So I became aware of this by one of my followers and somebody I actually follow on Twitter, at dandy_7, and basically he reposted or retweeted another person's tweet at Tifa the Monk, and basically we're talking about basically a promo on chocolate bars. So it's a little bit out of the ordinary. We haven't seen this happen before. I don't think we've seen this specific situation happen before, but it looks like Final Fantasy VII Remake will have unique downloadable content for these chocolate bars. So the idea is it has to be purchased in pairs of 2 or more to unlock DLC, and we'll get deeper into that as we go. So this is I scored unique downloadable content for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Game better with Butterfinger Crunch and Baby Ruth. You can score up to 5 unique pieces of DLC for every 2 participating bars you buy by May 14th, 2020, while supplies last. And, you know, it shows some images, and we get some images of the items that you can get, interestingly enough. And also a Tifa Lockhart dynamic theme. Interesting. So we're looking at quite a few things that they're doing to promote Final Fantasy VII Remake, which can be taken in 2 ways, but we'll get deeper into that as we go. So I decided to dig a little deeper into the rules and kind of what's happening in regards to that, and I'll have it up on screen for you guys. So it'll talk about the offer period, eligibility, all this stuff, and this is something I'm not going to go into. If you guys want to check it out, it is on their website. More so, I want to get into the items that they have available and what's being shown on this chart. So in one column, we have our qualifying purchase tiers, and this is regarded towards how many chocolate bars you buy and what tier that gives you. And then we have the offered items. Now let's go over the offered items and then we can move forward with that. So, Midgar Bangle, a bangle designed in the image of the great city of Midgar. Shinra Bangle, a sleek bangle engraved with the Shinra Company logo. Corneo's armlet, a tacky bangle bearing the Dawn's mark. Superstar Belt, a belt declaring one status as a superstar. Mako or Mako crystal, a beautiful crystal imbued with Mako or Mako. Now, the interesting thing that I noticed right away is the approximate retail value. And they're all priced at $199. So, what does that mean, guys? Okay, so if you guys remember, Final Fantasy 15 had weapons that you could buy. And they roughly, I would say, were about that price. And if you had paid for it, you would get it unlocked in the game. These items were not obtainable through regular means in the game. They had to be purchased. That was the only way to obtain them. So this tells me that this is only a promotional thing. It is not an exclusive DLC that's going to be behind these chocolate bars and this promotion in general. It's going to be something that becomes available later on down the road, probably once the promo's completely done and over with, which ends on May 14th, 2020. So the people who are worried about this, is this exclusive DLC? Is this not exclusive DLC? What's the situation? It's definitely not exclusive DLC, especially because they don't use the word exclusive. They use the word unique. And then they also have approximate retail values here, which they're likely going to use. They have the number of offered items available. Now, this is going to be a limited quantity from the looks of it, of course. You know, the first one's 100,000. It just decreases in quantity as you go down, the 5th tier being 25,000. Now, let's talk about, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? When I'm talking from my own perspective, I personally, it's not a good look, but I do understand that Square Enix needs to monetize their game. So they don't have an online portion. They're likely not going to have a season pass, which kind of leaves them with only making money on the initial purchase. They want to add some sort of microtransactions to kind of increase the revenue that it's bringing in. And this is just one way to do that. If we look at Final Fantasy 15, they did the same thing. They had DLC available that you could buy. It would be weapons that you couldn't obtain through regular means. And it is what it was, right? Like, it didn't really ruin the experience or take away anything. Now, in a perfect world, this stuff being available to you to acquire in-game naturally would be ideal. But I don't see that happening. I think this is going to be something that's hidden, not hidden, but is going to be behind microtransactions and spending $2 per item. Now, I don't believe that these items are going to be the key to dominating this game or getting anything done. Let's be honest that typically these kind of pieces of DLC, these kind of promotional items, are things that will give you a little head start in the beginning of the game, and then by mid-game, it's pretty well useless to you, especially when we're talking about end-game equipment. this isn't even going to matter. But I think it's more so the principle, and people are getting upset about it because it is principle. But yeah, I mean, it really depends on how you look at it. Personally, not a big deal for me, but I can completely respect and understand anyone who's turned off by this. You guys got to let me know what you guys think in the comments. As usual, guys, like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming content. And please follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.